Session what we discussed. I think we have discussed about the organization structure and different elements in the organization structure.
Yes, sir. Like last class, we are discussed regarding like organization structure only.
In the global, when it comes to global settings, we have discussed about the fiscal year variant. And in fiscal year variant, we had seen what is dependent fiscal year variant and what is independent fiscal year variant. And how can we use the year shift or year displacement factor, that is plus or minus 1, when we are in order to make a one single fiscal year when the countries are following dependent fiscal year variant. And we had seen how to open and close account types for posting periods. Okay, now in this session we'll discuss about field status variant. Guys, when you create a GL, okay, before creation of GL, I'll tell you one example. Guys, generally, how you will pay the rent, it depends on how much you occupied and how much power bill you will pay depends on how much you will consume. In order to define these two things, okay, when it comes to allocation, how we will allocate the cost depends on area it was consumed, that is floor area. And when it comes to power consumption, we'll calculate by kilowatt. Now, I'll tell you one more example. Suppose you had 1,000 number of employees. You want to pay salary, and in the salary only you will pay house rent allowance. No? In place of house rent allowance, now you want to allocate room. I mean to stay them you are allocating quarters. Now when it comes to calculation of salary, who has to include. So when creation of GL, okay, this comes under primary cost in cost center. And when it comes to trading and P&L account, okay, we will take it in trading account. Now, where it should go and all those things means what are the fields we require, what are the fields we doesn't require, all those things will be defined in the field status variant. Suppose think that, okay, I'll show you some field status variant. You can see for a creation of single GL, we require 80 field status groups. In single 80 field status group, again you can see 80 fields. Now I will show you what are those fields and where we can use it and all those things. You can see here, you can create field status, okay, variant in OBC4. In OBC4, you can see here, guys. Anyone please read this thing, guys, about field status variant. Madan, can you please read it once, sir?
Yes, sir. Sure. So field status variant. Field status variant controls the status of field against the field status group. While posting transaction, if field status variant consists of a number of field status group. Each group consists common 8 fields. Under the group fields will be maintained with below status. What did you want? Yeah, status. One is surplus, two is required, three is optional, four is display. These field status group will be maintained according to the nature of GL account. You can create field status variant using T code OBC4.
Okay, before creation of field status variant, I'll show you. Okay, what is the T code to create field status variant? That is OBC4.
OBC4, yes.
So, just in order to create a field status variant, we had two options, guys: new entries and copy as. But under a single, suppose think that, guys, I'm selecting this field status 0001 and I created a single field status variant, okay, for my company code. Just imagine. And under this single field status variant, you can see different field status group. Okay, you can check it. You can see here different field status group, okay, which are required to create GLs, and to with the help of this, okay, you can post the transaction. How it was helping means, when you are suppose think that, guys, we'll take cost accounts and additional account assignment. You can see here, okay, if you create a single GL, okay, I'll take here cost center required entry, but right now when it comes to FI configuration, I will not do CVO configuration, but I'll do all the required reports with the help of only FI. Now we are activating cost center, guys. Suppose think that when I go to post a transaction, okay, you can see here if I take anything, okay, I'll take 9870. I'll check it. Indian rupee. Okay, I'll take one wages account. You can see here. Now I'll take amount 1000. What are the required fields when you post a transaction? You just created, when you create a GL, okay, when you create a GL, what is the way field status group you want? Okay, suppose think that our friend has created one purchase account. Under purchase account, he activated G001. Or you can see here, we'll check another account. Okay, we'll check bank account. You can see here for bank account he has chosen G005 field status group. You can see for single GL depends on its characteristics. We'll select field status group. From GL to GL, if you had common characteristics, okay, we'll select one field status group. Suppose if two GL account, if it had two different characteristics, we'll choose two different GL accounts. You can see here for a bank account, we had chosen here G005, but when it comes to earlier purchases account, it was that G001. Okay, it depends on its characteristics. We'll choose the field status group and what it when you choose this. Okay, what are the fields over there active? Okay, what are the fields? I'll show you one more time. Okay, depends on the GL characteristics. Will take field status group. If it has common characteristics, we'll select the common field status group. If it had different, then we'll choose different. You can choose that. You can see there. Okay, for purchases. Okay, earlier our friend had chosen general. It might be comes to PNL is assumption like stationary purchase or whatever it might be. But when it comes to bank, it has other characteristics. That is the reason he had chosen bank account. And when it comes to okay, posting a transaction, what are the fields you active here? What are the fields you activate here? Means suppress, require, optional, whatever you keep. Okay, those fields has to mention while you post a transaction. Okay, now I'll just enter amount and text and posting key here. Okay, guys, here for this bank account, for this bank account, our friend has activated valued as required field. Okay, we'll check it. Okay, here we maintain value date as required entry. That is the reason here you can see required entry for G005 for bank account. Okay, for bank account it was showing value date as compulsorily filled. Now I have suppose think that guys I'm not mentioning value date and I'll click enter. So it was triggering error. It means what are the field you require okay, to generate your reports. It can be done when at the time of posting a transaction, at the time of posting a journal entry. Okay, You can see here document was posted. So in a single sentence, I can tell you guys this field status variant is used to create GL, and with the help of field status variant we'll assign field status group to a GL account. In the GL account, we'll define what are the fields we require, what are the fields we doesn't require, and what are the fields we can maintain optional. So these things we can maintain in the field status variant. And through this, we'll do allocations in controlling and we'll generate reports in finance as well as in controlling. Okay, now we'll create field status variant for our company code. Okay, in order to create a field status variant, we had two options. One is new entries and other one is copy as. Guys, we can go new entries option, but we has to okay, we has to remember all these field status groups. Okay, but we can't remember all those things. These are the all the predefined data, so I'm copying. You can see when your client purchases the server, all this data will be there predefined for some predefined company codes like 001. Okay, now I'll go by new entries option for create. I'll go copy as option to create field status variant. Okay, I'll choose 00010 and I'll assign it to my company code 12MN field status for phonics. And after giving the input, you have to click enter. You can see here on message whether you have to copy a single entry, the single entry, or all the data in the field status group. I has to copy all the data in the field status group, so I'll go by copy all option. You can see here number of dependent entries copied 47. Now I'll click continue. You're just copied, you're not saved. So you have to save by clicking on option called save. Now here down you can see number of copied entries 1. Okay, now I'll save it. This is a transactional data, so I has to create a transport request. So I'll go to create a request. Here I can define field status variant. Field status variant for my company code 12MN. I just created a field status variant, but I'm not assigned. Why I need to assign? The reason is I told you for a single GL, it depends on characteristics. We will keep it in trading account or P&L account or in the balance sheet. Depends on its characteristics from financial accounting. We'll take GLs, we'll take reports, we'll take journal entries to controlling part for in order to make internal decision making. Okay, I will now assign this field status variant to my company code. The T code is OBC5 /n OBC5. I told you guys why we use /n and /o. If I use /n, the existing session will be closed, and if I use /o, then the existing session will not be closed. It will refine, open, and it will generate a new session which was that to the particular T code. Okay, now I'm going to assign this field status variant to my company code. It was loading. Please wait a second. Okay, now please go to position while you assigning in most of the cases. Okay, now I'm going to position. I'm clicking on position. Now you can see it was triggering a message that to give a company code. So I'm giving my company code 12MN and clicking on continue. You can see here, this is my company code 12MN Phonics Consultancy. Now I'm willing to give my field status variant, which was I copied in the transaction code OBC4 while I'm defining the field status variant. My field status variant, what I'm created, it was 12MN. Okay, now I'll save this. This is it. Configurational data, so we are getting a transport request. Assigning field status variant to company code. Okay, you can see here data was saved. Now the next thing is document types. Okay. Document types. Guys, while I am creating a posting period variant, in order to define when we has to post in the particular period to the particular account type, you can see that different account types in opening and closing posting period variant in the transaction code OB52, that A means assets, D means customers, K means vendors, okay, M means materials, S means general ledger, V means contract accounts. It has different business characteristics. You can see there. When it comes to customers, we'll sell a product. But when it comes to vendor, we'll buy a product. So here you can see for each document type, for each account type, it has its own business. And here it has its own functionality. When we raise an invoice, we'll take certain document type. When we clear the invoice, at the time of clearance of invoice, we take other document type. What are the different document types? Okay, commonly we'll take, I'll show you, no need to worry about it. And one more thing, keep in mind guys, in SAP, if you had done any wrong, if you had done any mistake while posting a transaction, while posting a general entry, while posting a document, you can't delete it. So in your mind, one question will rise that how you can correct it. Here, in order to correct these things, we'll reverse the transaction, we'll reverse the document, we'll reverse the posting. Suppose think that guys, I wants to pay, okay, I wants to pay salary to my employee. By mistakenly, I raised a invoice, salaries account data to bank account. I had, okay, after some time, after a few seconds, I struck down that it was a mistake. So in order to correct the mistake, I'll raise one more entry, that bank account data to salaries account. In order to correct the wrong entry, okay, we do reversal posting. Here, with the help of document type, we can correct it. Okay, I'll show you how we can define all those things. Okay, just wait. In order to define this document type, go to the transaction code OBA7. Who has to go? Here you can see here, guys. This is the document type. Okay, and it is about the document. What kind of it's a document? Okay, generally for general ledger we take SA document. Okay, what is SA document? You can see here SA general ledger account document. Okay, SB general ledger account posting. Okay, I'll now click on GL account document. Here, when you post a transaction through GL, you can see here different types of accounts. You can use it. Means while you purchase asset, generally what the entry will make, asset account data to bank account. So with this account type, okay, you can make it. Generally what the account types, it can accept all those things here. Okay, and if you have done any wrong, okay, for essay document, if you have done anything wrong, you can correct it through AB document. Okay, and you can create number ranges. I'll tell you, just wait a second, please keep it in aside for a few seconds. Okay guys, we'll check for other document. Okay, if just I will open AB document. AB means reversal document. AB means reversal document. If we have done any mistake in reversal document, we can correct it through, again through AB document only. Okay, now we'll check other documents. KZ vendor invoice, vendor document. Okay, KZ vendor payment. In order to correct KZ document, again I'll choose AB document, that is reversal document type only. We'll check for KA. In order to correct KA document, okay, we had option reverse document type KA. For KR document, we use AB, and we'll check for customers also, guys. Just to wait. D8 document. Guys, here, I'm sorry. For KA document, it was mistake here. For reverse document, it was not KA, it was AB. Okay, you can see here commonly. In order to correct a different document type, we use a single reversal document, that is AB. You can see here for each document type. For KA document, it was 17. Okay. For SA document, for general ledger, it was 01, and digital document it was 14. It means depends on what type of account will give the number range. Now there is one question that why we use this number range. Guys, before going through it, okay, we raised a question that it is used to define a business transaction. What kind of transaction it was making. You can see here in asset, we can purchase the different assets in different months. And you can purchase different inputs from your vendors. So where it will be stored means you will raise a invoice. That particular raised invoice will be stored according to the given number range information. So I'll give my company code. I'll show you how we can make it. Okay, that number range number is there now. That is 0, 1, 14, 15, some 17. Depends on the particular document type. We'll give here the number. Okay, now I will give 0, 1, and we has to give our fiscal year what we are taken in the what we are defined in the fiscal year variant. What we are assigned in the posting period variant. So I'm giving 2022 from number 1 to 100 means maximum 100 documents I can post, and in the number range in the document type SA in general ledger I can post maximum the given number range only one maximum 100 documents only, beyond it it will not. If you wants to give, so you can correct here, but you have to take approval from your higher authorities. Okay, now this is about it. For document number range, you can see for configurational data we had some other transport request, but when it comes to number range, you can see a distinct number transport request. Okay, guys, I'll save it. You can see here changes were made. You can see in 1 to MN what are the number range group I had created. I can see by clicking on this interval display intervals. You can see here I had created number range for general ledger document, and I had given number range 1 to 100. Why I use this document 1 to from number to number is while I post a transaction, that particular document will sorted in a order 1 to 100, and maximum I can post 100 documents only. If I has to uh, post beyond 100 documents, I has to take approval and I has to open it. Okay, guys. Anybody any doubt regarding this field status variant and document types?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, guys. We'll move now to number ranges. Okay, we are done with the number ranges now. Tolerance group. Guys, here you will see tolerance at different levels for at GL, for vendors, for customers, even in asset accounting also in some ways. Okay, in cost center, even in a profit center. Okay, and even in FIMM integration part, in FISD integration part, you can see tolerance. You will get one question that what is tolerance? Why we has to use it? Guys, it will define you how much you can post, maximum amount you can post at different level. In a management, you can see lower level, middle level, and upper level. With the help of this tolerance group, we'll keep the restrictions. In simple sentence, we can say we'll define the rules and responsibilities to the particular employee or the particular user. What are the responsibility we will define means when we post a transaction, maximum amount, how much he can post, and maximum outstanding, how much he can give, and how much cash discount he can give while doing a business transaction. Okay, please keep in mind we are defining about this, about how we can post, how much we can post, how much outstanding we can allow, how much discount can be allowed in all business transactions for all our users, for all our employees. And you can create tolerance in transaction code OBA0 and OBA7, OBA4, and we'll define it in OB57. Now I'll create tolerance OBA0. It is for, okay, OBEH0 for real users and OBA4 for employees. Okay guys, in order to create, I had two options. One is new entry, another one is copy as. If I had already created, I can check it by using option position. So I'll go by new entries. Guys, here we are defining under our company code. We are configuring under our company code. So I have to mention here 1 to mn. And here in tolerance group, we can give 4 maximum characteristics, but I am maintaining it as blank, and I'm mentioning here tolerance for GL users. Here you can see maximum posting we can, how much we can post here, and how much percentage we can allow cash discounts as well as cash difference here. Okay, I'm now saving it. Now I'll define for employees. But in order to define, we has to click on new entries. Group means here who has to give 4 alphanumeric characters. So who in an organization you can see different group members means level of management, upper, middle, and lower. So according to who has to define here, but I am maintaining here now blank, and company code I am maintaining 1 to mn. Here maximum amount per document means maximum amount how much you can post. So I am taking 6 nines. Here guys, open item is nothing but outstanding amount, please keep in mind. And cash discount I'm maintaining 5%, and cash difference I can allow for 100 rupees 5%. Guys, in real time this cash discount will be 1 to 2% only, but in practice session I am taking 5%. Please keep in mind you has to take the data which was there in your blueprint. Beyond it, please don't cross. If you cross, you will be terminated from your organization. With the single configurational step, what we will take as a financial consultant, it will be affected to your entire organization. With a single configuration step, even your organization may go to the bank corrupt. Okay. For an every organization, you are the consultant who play key role. So while implementing a project or while giving it support, whatever it might be the project, please keep in mind and please aware while we are doing configurations. Guys, you are like a doctor for a company. If you have done any mistake, suppose think that if a doctor will do any wrong, the particular patient will die. But if you guys will do any wrong, the entire organization will suffer, directly or indirectly. With the with your actions, some members may lose jobs. So, in order to avoid all those things while implementing, please be aware. Don't share your company's details to other organization peoples. Okay. Now I maintain tolerance. So I has to assign it to the user. I told you in an organization you can see different users. Okay, like under low level you can see a number of users, under middle level you can see a number of, and upper level also. So has to maintain this how much amount he can post. Okay, in transaction code you can we had seen here in OBA0 and OB57. So what are the configuration, what are the amount he can allow, who can define to his particular username. So I'm assigning under T code OB57. So I'll go to position and I will enter my username, that is John user 2. Continue. I maintain tolerance group blank, so I'm maintaining again blank only, and click enter, then save it. Okay, one more thing we had guys, posting case. Okay, what are the steps we had done till now? You can see here in global parameters under transaction code OBY6. You will not do any configurations, but it is used to display all at one place. Okay, we'll check it in transaction code OBY6. You can see here company code global data. I'll go to position and I'll check it for my company code 12MN. Okay, it is my company Phoenix Consultancy. I'll check it. Okay, we have defined company code, country and currency, language, fiscal year variant, field status variant, and posting period variant, and credit control area. And we have defined a company. In the next session, okay, we'll start general ledger submodule. Okay, guys. Before before it, one more thing we had, that is about the posting key. Guys, here posting key is nothing but it is 2-digit key, and which is used to control the line items. Here line items is nothing but guys whether the transaction is debit or credit. Suppose think that we have posted a entry, that is to purchase a raw material. Now the entry is raw material account that are GST account that are to bank account. Here we use two debit and okay, two debit GLs and one credit GLs. Total number of GLs, how much we are used? 3 GLs. For 3 GL, for every GL we call line item. And while making your single posting, while you are raising a single invoice, you can post maximum 999 line items. Okay, I'll show you where we can. You can see here, this is the first line item. 40 means debit. Okay, you can see here
posting keys, which is used to define whether the GL is debit or credit. Whether the GL is debit or credit. You can see here predefined posting key is 85. If your client require anything, okay, we can create it. Maximum under a single journal entry, you can post 999 line items. Line item is nothing but a entry GL, particular GL in an entry. Maximum you can take 999 GLs in a single journal entry in a single posting document. Okay, we'll check it in transaction code OB4741. Depends on your client requirement, you can create it and you can define okay why you are using it. Okay, these are the posting keys, but now we don't require, we take predefined posting keys and we'll post all the configuration. In most of the cases predefined posting keys will be taken. And if your clients wants to require other thing, you can create by using Z as well as Y. Okay guys, now it was not required. Okay, now anybody had any doubt, please raise your doubt guys till now. We discussed about field status variant, document types, tolerance, number ranges, and posting keys. About it, if anybody had any doubt, please raise your doubt.
No, sir.